I remember when my son was in grade 9 and he was struggling with mathematics. And I watched him as he was working with his mother. So his mother is a math teacher, and his mother was working with him over this virtual math course. He had a good teacher on the other end, I mean, a highly educated teacher. But he was really, really frustrated. And I didn't do anything about it because I thought that, well, I really didn't think that, I really didn't know what it was that I could do. I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about solving that particular problem, which was interesting in a certain kind of a sense because I was in the middle of creating one of the first online math tutoring companies in North America. But it was like the plumber who has the leaky faucet. He knows he's got his mind on other things, certainly not on that faucet at home. And I was the same way. I didn't have my mind on my son's solution. I had my mind on everybody else's solution. And so it wasn't until the night before the exam that my wife clued me in and let me know that if I didn't help Brian David with his math course, that he would certainly fail it. And that was the beginning of this whole solution that I've created for grade 8 math students. Now what I do is I do something similar that I did for Brian David. First of all, I teach students about the course outline and how to understand the course or understand the textbook, which is a particular method that's really very straightforward. The second thing that I do is I teach kids how to access their natural learning abilities, which is a cognitive scientist thing that they developed quite a few years ago, but isn't very well known inside of the education system. And the third thing that I do is I teach kids, I provide for them a self-assessment system, and that gives them control of their learning and helps them be independent and create themselves as self-directed learners. So you can find me at brianvast.com. I have programs there. The thing that I think is the most important idea in all of this is that I have a real passion for grade 8 students. And when I helped my son, he received a number of certificates and he gave me his and he said, "This one should be for you, Dad." And that was probably the greatest joy in my life. And you can do the same for yours.